Rich, we have two teams here that were talked about as Super Bowl contenders, and yet they each only have one win. Now, for the Falcons, they simply have a ton of injuries on defense. They're struggling with that. The Steelers, they're just a hot mess everywhere. On defense, they've been racked by communication issues, and today they'll be missing inside linebacker Vince Williams, who usually wears the headset helmet and sets up the defense. On offense, Ben Roethlisberger and Antonio Brown, they have not been on the same page all year long. The bigger issue, the Steelers have been absolutely unable to establish the run since week 1. And offensive coordinator Randy Fichtner talked about that extensively this week. He said this is a team that needs to be balanced. He says he needs to do a better job of getting James Conner hot and into a rhythm. And if he can't do that, even though we are expecting a shootout, this Steelers offense is still hamstrung. Rich?
Well, I mean, thank you, Didi. It's not James Conner's fault that he's not the type of running back that creates a matchup nightmare in the slot or coming out of the backfield or split out wide. That's just not the guy who he is.
Whose fault is it,
Which is why here we are at the top of the second hour. We start with this conversation right here. Look, Le'Veon Bell is not there. He's not walking through that door. They did win a couple of weeks ago, and everybody thought that took all the pressure off. But then Sunday Night Football happened with the Ravens, and even though he doesn't play defense, Michael, the fact that he's not there, do you think that is a palpable feeling that permeates the locker room? They don't go on the field thinking, perhaps believing they are the better team because their guy, Le'Veon's not there. Do you think that that's the reason why they're 1-2-1?
Well, absolutely. Yes, I do. And I've had firsthand knowledge in this lack of confidence throughout the team when one of your main guys is not there. I mean, we played with him, and you could see there was something missing in everybody when we approached the football game. It was just like, hey, and it's not here. There's a difference there. Absolutely. When you're averaging 43 yards rushing the last couple weeks, absolutely. This is exactly what he does. Rich, you talked about the defense. He helps all of that also because he gives you more time of possession. He gives you more opportunities to hold on to the football and leave your defense resting. So people keep saying, oh, he doesn't play defense. Yes, he does. Yeah. Absolutely. Le'Veon Bell makes a difference.
He does, and he's a great back, and they miss him dearly. You guys only missed Emmett for a couple of weeks, and then he showed up.
Right.
And then you won it all, right? But
yes,
he's not there yet, and James is doing a great job. James Conner. Poor kid. He's got a lot of
situation.
Yeah. The Steelers nobody turns the ball over more than the Steelers, and they feel like they have to be wide open and sling it around because their defense has given up so many points.
And that's because of Le'Veon too, though. Because now if we're not rushing the ball early on first down, Big Ben wants to throw that thing all the way around.
And the guy they're missing, we talk about Lev Bell missing, but Ryan Shazier, guys, since he's been out from last year, he's their mojo on defense. They give up 9 more points a game and 88 more yards a game because Ryan Shazier is not around making the calls, doing his thing. And so they're just not as good a football team. Lev Bell, of course, but this defense, when somebody's missing on offense, the defense has to pick it up, and they're not picking it up just yet.
And what about the point that they're trying to prove that they can win and be that team without Lev Bell? Is that you heard everybody talking early on and why he's not here and he should be here, and you don't think everybody said, we're going to go show you that we can be that team and James Conner's the guy and he's going to be the next superstar. But yeah, Le'Veon Bell hurts this team not being there, whether it's the scheme and what teams have to do to him, whether it's the mindset of just